What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So I wanted to make an update video just because some of the things I said in my video yesterday were inaccurate, and I also found out some other things. So I thought it best, because I did post on Facebook, but many of you probably don't follow me on Facebook or whatnot. You don't have Facebook because social media is terrible for you. Nevertheless, we got to talk about a few things. Now, when you guys saw the light up in this head, it was a very small light up in the chromed teeth. And that's actually how it is in the reference from the movie. It's, I believe, like the trailer, and is darkened with the chrome teeth, and the eyes are very subtle. That is how it is. So that is movie accurate. But I had mentioned how I wanted big bright eyes. This one has it. So I kind of wanted to show it to you. Now in camera, it doesn't come off as red as it actually is in person. But it is like a good red color. For some reason in camera it's showing orange. It is red, do note. Additionally, this head is the new head. I noticed in the instruction pamphlet that it said to insert the batteries, you had to remove this component at the top. And that did not remove for me. It was this that removed. And that is the new one. So I confirmed with John from Prime One Studios that this indeed is the new head that will be shipping. So they're able to complete the head. Now, I don't know if they just completed the head for me or if they did it for the entire run, because this was a special one that was sent to me early so I can have it for a review. So it's entirely possible that this is just one for me. The shipping time frame still states July to October. But this is the new head you will be getting. I will say, like I kind of said in my review, that head is perfect. It looks absolutely amazing. There's no underbite. The teeth are better than my life size. In fact, I've been examining this for the last 24 hours. While I've been here working and playing video games and watching anime. And I have determined that this is superior than the life size in every way, except for the fact it's not life size. This obviously wins when it comes to scale because it's freaking humongous. But everything else on the Prime One is superior. The paint application has a much better chrome application. The way they did the battle damage is better. The base is obviously better. The pose is better. And certain other things that I didn't even notice. For example, you'll notice the spine. You can actually see the spine in there, right there. Where there is no spine. It's just this ugly... Focus. This ugly black part. That's just why is it like that? That looks terrible. Where this one, you can see inside, you can see the entire spine, all the cables going through. Additionally, this one is more movie accurate. It has cables here on the back and on the legs, which is actually more movie accurate. And so just analyzing this very carefully, I do believe that this is superior than the life size and any other endo out there. It is more movie accurate, has a better paint job, a better pose, and a better concept. It's a perfect endo statue. One thing I do wonder, this is kind of how it came out of the box, is having this cable go around this like this. Now, obviously, I can fix that because that, and I don't believe that's accurate, so I am going to actually change that so the cable goes in front, kind of like this. I think it looks better that way, so let me fix it real quick. Alrighty, there you have it. So I basically moved that neck, more like ear part instead of the back neck, to be more in front. I think that looks a little bit better in my opinion, to kind of streamline it like that, have them a little bit even. There we go. Yeah, that looks golden, folks. Yeah, this one, I kind of have it like that. Boom, and then like that. So it looks somewhat similar to the life size. So, yeah, that looks really good. I will say, though, this really is a perfect statue. You know, sometimes when you get a statue and it just has a very special feeling. This is it, folks. We are never going to see a better endoskeleton than this, ever. I know some people may argue they like the cinema cat better, but I have seen that in person, and I can promise you this is superior in every way. Now, in terms of material, I don't know if this is metal. I haven't took like a magnet to each part. I know I lifted the body and it was maybe like 7 to 12 pounds. I didn't measure it. It's light. The thing is, I'm also very strong, so things feel very light to me. I will say the base was very heavy, and the overall statue feels about 30 pounds. However, at the end of the day, the actual material doesn't truly matter. What matters is how it looks. In the cases where it does matter for me is like if it's a silicone bust, what type of silicone they're using, because that will determine longevity, stuff like that. I do prefer actual glass size. But when it comes to like a polystone statue, something like this, the material to me truly doesn't matter as long as it looks really good. And certain material does look bad, no doubt. But other materials look really good. Like there is statues with PVC heads, but like a polystone body. And I think that looks way better. I know Prime 1 Blitzway have done it. I believe correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Black Adam portrait is just plastic, almost like a hot toy head. But the paint app is phenomenal. And that head is better than any of the Prime 1 polystone heads. So if you kind of get me. So the material, I don't know what it is, like I said, but it's about a 30-pound statue. But when it comes to just looking at it, it is perfect. It's a perfect statue. Just how I think Big Chap is a perfect statue. Like the paint detail, the pose, the base, it's a perfect alien statue. It's perfectly 1/3 scale, which I love. I know they're making another Big Chap, which will probably be more crazy, but this one is a perfect alien statue, very menacing from the original movie. He's always creeping around the corners, hunting down the staff, and I feel like that captures this perfectly. And obviously Terminator, that opening scene is so iconic, playing the music, seeing the endoskeletons, and just getting this exact scene choice from the beginning where he twists his head, holding the gun, stepping over all the skulls and the battlefield of the apocalypse. It's freaking perfect. And the fact they give you the swap outs, you just can't beat it, folks. So yeah, but this exact thing that you see here is what you all will receive when it does start shipping between July to October. So yeah, I'm just head over heels on how good this piece is. And honestly, I kind of feel like I do want to keep it top shelf, because when I see it sitting here in my chair working, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so good. I've even considered, should I potentially consider just selling this, doing a 48-inch wide garage shelf and doing those two with either the old Sideshow bust or get the new Blitzway one with a queen base. I mean, there is like kind of problems with that. I still really do like having a life size. It's not like this is a piece of crap by any means. I just think that is better. But oftentimes, to be honest, life-size statues are not the most detailed. That's generally one reason I've avoided life size, because I've seen a lot of them in person. I went to Philippines. I swear, like just dozens and dozens in person. And because it's life size, that does not mean it's better, like detail wise. Generally, a 1/3 has that right amount of detail and paint. Life size is truly for the scaling. So scrap that idea. I'm definitely going to keep this. First off, I don't have boxes. It's broken. Can't sell it. But I still really do love this piece. It is special. It is still one of the coolest life size out there. I do wish I had the OG one. Let's see. Is my light up still working? There we go. Check out that light up. You can definitely see that one a lot easier. Still a great looking piece, no doubt. I think it just fits the overall display. Boom. Very, very cool. I'm loving these Terminator statue, folks. I do wish I could get the Queen New Arnold bust, but that is a very difficult one to get. Obviously, the only place I could put it's there. Now, for me to do that, I would... Yeah, one feature I do like about this is how the eyes die out when you turn it off. So, I think I just turned it off. Yep, there we go. I love that feature. That is sick. I wish that had that feature where when you press the button, it dies out. I think that's really cool. Additionally, I think it would have been great if they did give you a little, like, I don't know if you could pull this out and have like a little chip, kind of like some of the life-size busts do, like the Sideshow, the Blitzway does that. If I was to consider the Blitzway bust, obviously it'd have to go over like here. The Queen Arnold bust there. I would probably do the Blitzway bust just with the arm and then do just the Arnold bust. And in that case, you'd have to move this whole display right there and then get rid of some extra Predator stuff. You'd probably have to get rid of the entire extra Jungle Hunter setup and XM Predator. That's the only way I can make it work. Obviously, you could do XM Alien and Wolf over there. Get rid of that entire Jungle Hunter setup. And that is how I could fit and have an extra Terminator shelf right here to do the Blitzway bust down low with the arm as a standalone, and then the Queen Arnold bust, which I'd also have to find because it's probably very difficult and expensive, probably over $6,000 now, so screw that. It's a lot of money. I couldn't sell the Predator for that. If I tried to sell that, I'm guessing, well, I could probably get, actually I could probably get $6,500 for everything. Still wouldn't cover all the Terminator busts, but I definitely do love Terminator quite a bit. It's such a fantastic series. The second movie for me is like a perfect movie. So good. Anyways, folks, yeah, I just wanted to make the video regarding the Endo, give you guys a little update, but this is the final production unit of what everyone else will be receiving. One final thing I will be doing, I notice on like the production photos and everything, but these fingers are a little close together in my opinion, and they are like a little movable, but obviously if you moved it, you'd probably break it. But if you use heat, then you could heat it up and then kind of position it how you want and then just hold it in that position until it cools off, and then it will stay in that position. So I'll probably heat it up, although to be honest, I feel like I only need to move the index finger right here, and then I would be good. I just don't like how it's touching that one. The other ones have a decent thing. We just need to move that finger. So I need to move one finger a little this way, and then it's perfect. I kind of just want it just like that poster, which is from that scene. There you have it. Let me know what you think. Have a great day.